Hey guys, it's week 12 of the buying club. So to start, disclaimer, don't be upset if something I mention doesn't end up in the box. And with that, first item, the ever so gorgeous white onions. So we picked these a few weeks ago, so they've been sitting, drying and curing, so they are preserved now and they're ready to go. And these are going to go perfectly with the frying peppers that you're also getting in the box. So you can just fry yourself up some peppers and onions and throw it on a cheesesteak or with sausages. Yeah, there you go. And all's right in the world. So, onions, frying peppers, first two items. You're going to get a container of little tomatoes, so I brought some more of these from the field to show you. So first one is garden peach, and these are so unique. They actually have like a fuzz to them, hence garden peach. And they're delicious, and just they really add the fun factor to the little tomato box. So, garden peach. I also brought, and I can't remember if I talked about this in the last video that I talked about little tomatoes in, however, you'll hear it again if I am repeating. But banana legs, because I love them so, and they are such my favorite, and you can't beat something with the name banana legs. That's really the only reason I grew it the first year. Is because it was called banana legs. That was creative. That was like a creative session I'm sure it took to come up with that. I love it. So these are delicious. And don't be sort of thrown off by that they look sort of like a sauce tomato. They're not. They're just a, regular fresh eating tomato. They're great, and they make a great addition to all sorts of fun, fantastic dishes. And here are Juliette's. These are just a tried and true, long-time favorite. I mean, they're prolific. They don't seem to have as many disease issues in the field. They pretty much just do their thing, deliver, and you just like tomatoes hanging off of them like grapes. So, fantastic. So, yeah, make yourself a really beautiful tomato salad, the focaccia bread, which is incredible. Or something that's really easy from like a sort of a sauce point of view is if you take them, I don't know that I would add the garden peach in this. I would go with ones that are a little bit smaller. I would probably still use the banana legs. But if you put some olive oil on a baking sheet, put the tomatoes on the baking sheet, roast them until, the skin is blistered and they're all tender, and let them cool for a moment, put them in your food processor, blend it until it's smooth, and you kind of have a really simple sauce. I mean, throw some garlic in there, throw some basil in there, a little bit of salt and pepper. I mean, and it's really easy and it's fresh, and it basically took no time. Like, you just had to line them on the cookie sheet, heat it, and hit the button on the food processor. Then you have to clean the food processor. Pass that on to someone else. So that is that. Moving on. You're also going to get potatoes. The potato digger has finally arrived at the field, so we are ready to let those taters fly. Cannot wait. Corn. Oh, and peaches. Good thing I have my list. I'd never remember everything if I didn't have that. So, yes, we are back onto peaches. I kind of feel like I may have made a mistake by not including peaches last week, because half of you showed up at one of the farmers markets and bought peaches. And I was like, I was trying to give you a peach break. So yeah, 'tis the season. Get them in while you can. So peaches are back. And then, so that is it for the buying club, but I did bring a few other things. So I brought some okra because I think it's more loved than I thought it was. So we took it to the farmers market this past weekend, and I sold out, which was completely unexpected. So, okra. So basically everyone that bought it, I heckled them and cornered them and made them tell me what they do with okra. So I got some really great suggestions. I'm going to pass them on to you. So, suggestion number 1, thank you, Karen. Okra fries. She said that her kids even love them. So basically, she took off the top, sliced it, roasted it, some salt, okra fries until they get nice and crunchy. Okra and tomatoes. So, learning every day. So, apparently, the acidity in things like tomatoes will keep the okra from breaking down and becoming that undesirable, slimy mess. So yeah, okra and tomatoes. Thank you, Chris and Jody, for that one. And then it's kind of seemed universal that Indian seasonings was really the way to go, and that it was just incredible. You know, season them with Indian seasonings and then add them with rice, and just winning all around. Even steaming them and putting it with rice was also an idea. So that is okra. I may put it in the box again. I'm like so inspired after this past weekend. Not this week though. You are saved. But they are up for individual purchase if you feel so moved to try okra. I'm also pulling the trigger on sauce tomatoes. Here is a gargantuan sauce tomato. Yes, it's an heirloom variety named Enormous Plum. They weren't lying. A customer bought 2 of these on Saturday, and they were £3 for 2 sauce tomatoes. They're incredible. Up for individual purchase if you are in the mood to sauce. And then this just was so beautiful in the field. I had to bring it. Gorgeous heirloom tomato. We have a ton of really stunning heirloom tomatoes, so again, up for individual purchase. Get yourself one. They're so nice. Ah! I'm going to eat this for dinner. I can't wait. So that's it for the buying club this week. And yeah, hope you guys have a good week, and I'll have a video next week. Thanks.